What up, people? Mr. Kelly Cole here, back for another Lunch and Learn. Like I said, my goal is to do these every Wednesday, but if you know anything about me, most of the time I am on the road traveling or doing something with one of my three amazing kids, who's my son, who's a Christian artist, and my daughter now, who is a published author and speaker herself. And then you also got my speaking career as well. So let me mute my computer so we don't get any more notifications. But I'm going to talk about today in this Lunch and Learn why a book is better than a business card. First, let me introduce myself for the people who don't know me. My name is Mr. Kelly Cole. I am the CEO of Publishing Advantage Group. I am a book publisher. I am also a two-time #1 best-selling author myself. I'm a speaker, coach, and entrepreneur. I have several other businesses as well, but my main business is Publishing Advantage Group. So, like I said, this is the second Lunch and Learn that I've done, and they are going to get more and more professional. I'm going to be doing more stuff, but I always tell people that, man, you don't have to get it right. You just got to get it going. So I have to follow my own advice and making it happen. What's up, Dino? What's up, Dino? But yeah, today I'm going to tell you why a book is better than a business card. Number one, think about this. How many business cards, how many brochures, how many 4x6 postcards, how many handouts, how many different things like that have people given you at events, or when you meet somebody that walks up to you and they ask you, hey, can we keep in touch? Like, how many of those business cards, brochures, and postcards that you still have? How many of those that you got 5 years ago that you still have? And if you're honest, the majority of people watching this, you're going to admit that you don't have a lot of them. Okay? You don't have a lot of them. You threw them away. We throw away business cards. We throw away brochures. We throw away 4x6 glossy postcards that people hand us to promote their business. All right? Now think about this. Like I said, a business card, a brochure, a 4x6 glossy, people will throw away. But a book, they will never throw away. And here's why I say that. Here's the proof. I don't care how many times you have moved, meaning, you move from one house to another. You've moved from one apartment to another. I don't know how many times. I don't care how many times you've moved in your life. Okay. You have never thrown away a box of books. I don't care. You'll either donate them to, Goodwill. You'll donate them to the thrift store. You will give them away. But we don't throw away books. All right. So just think about if your book is in the pile of books that they didn't throw away. Even if they're packing them up to donate them, they're going to look at that book and they're going to think about you. They're going to think about your business. So think about it this way. The book is the new business card. Now, if you're honest, most of you who have bookshelves in your house or have books anywhere in your house, I guarantee you there are books on your bookshelf or books in your house that you have never read, that you have had for years, and you still have them and you refuse to throw them away. So here's the tip. A business card, a brochure, a 4x6 glossy, they will throw away. But a book, they will never throw away. And every time they look at that book, they're going to think about you and they're going to think about your business. Even if they don't have need for your business right now or whatever service that you have to offer right now, they can pass that book along to somebody else. All right. Now, I don't care what business you're in, a book can be your new business card. Even if you had a cupcake business, you could tell your story in the actual book of how you started your cupcake business. All right. And when you meet people, you can give that away. So think about it like this as well. People buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. And what better way to get to know, like, and trust somebody than to know their story? Now, in this book, you can tell your story. Like I said, you can introduce them to your family. You can let them know about any awards you've won in your craft or in your business. But listen, Books we never throw away. Like I said, I got a bookshelf right outside of my office here that has so many books on it that I have never read in my life, but I refuse to throw them away because one day I may read them, or one day I might need whatever that skill or that product or that service is. So think about it. Every time they see that book that you've given them, they're going to think about you and think about your business. All right. Now, here's a question for my entrepreneurs out there. Do you mail postcards? Now, if you've ever mailed a postcard or you do any type of direct mail marketing, think about what would happen if you actually mailed your potential clients and customers a copy of your book. Now, just think about the excitement when they come home from work or they come home from school or the package gets sent to their office and they see a Amazon logo on there, or they see just a box, and just imagine the excitement. Like, how do you feel when you get a surprise package? Even if you know you've ordered something, how do you feel when you see that package sitting on your doorstep? You get excited. So just imagine the feeling you would give to that client, that warm and fuzzy feeling that they actually got a package in the mail. When they open it up, it is your book that you have given them for free and that you have autographed and put a personal note in it for them and say, hey, I'm looking forward to doing business with you. All right. Now, so think about it that way. So a book will give that element of surprise. It will give the people, your clients, your potential customers, that warm and fuzzy feeling. And think about if you went to a networking function, right? And instead of you handing out, like I said, business cards, you were strategic in talking to the people that you knew you wanted to connect with. And those people you actually gave them a copy of your book. That's going to separate you from the pack. And even if, say you give your book to a couple of people, I bet you people are going to search you out and look for you in the crowd or in the actual event to see how they can get a copy of your book for free. So the book is the new business card. The book is the new brochure. And how you do that inside a book, you want to put a call to action at the end of your book. All right. So business cards, brochures, 4x6 glossies people throw away, but a book they never throw away, because we all have millions of books and books just sitting around that we've never read. I'm looking to see how many books I got on my desk right now that I've never read. I got 5 books on my desk. 3 of the 5 I have not read, and I refuse to throw them away because one day I'm going to read them. And every time I look at these books over here, I think about the person's business who actually gave me the book. So that's my lunch and learn for today. Why a book is better than a business card or a brochure. The reason being is because business cards, brochures, postcards, people throw away, but a book we never throw away. Now, please make sure you share this video. Make sure you comment below and give me some feedback. Send me some questions so I know what to talk about in the next lunch and learn. Like I said, my goal is to do these every Wednesday, sometime between 12 and 1 p.m. so people can come on while you're eating your lunch. And you can watch this on Facebook Live. So these are my lunch and learns about book publishing, entrepreneurship, and stuff like that. So a couple of announcements. This weekend, me and my brother are kicking off our Book It Masterclass Tour. So we'll be in Charlotte on Saturday at Elevation Church. And we will be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina on Sunday at the library. So the library, I'm sorry, for the people who are going to correct me on how I said that. But you can find more information and register for those events at bookitmc.eventbrite.com. All right, bookitmc.eventbrite.com. I'll make sure I put it in the comments for the people that's watching the replay. But you can also see our other dates, because May the 18th we will be in Virginia Beach, Virginia. May the 19th we will be in Richmond, Virginia. Now, there's only, I believe, 3 tickets left for North Carolina. There's maybe 5 left for Winston-Salem. We have plenty of tickets left for Virginia Beach and Richmond. So go ahead and register. It is a free conference, but free masterclass, but seating is limited. We only have 25 seats per class, but go ahead and register and sign up. and reserve your seat. Like I said, Charlotte and Winston-Salem is almost sold out. So make sure you go ahead and register. Those are the announcements. And like I said, share this video with somebody. Comment below and let me know if you want me to do more of these lunch and learns and what you would like for me to teach you. If you would like for me to teach you about marketing and different ways to get publicity using your book, a book can definitely do that. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. This is Mr. Kelly Cole, book publisher, CEO of Publishing Advantage Group. I'm going to stay on for about 5 minutes and answer any questions, but that is the lunch and learn for today. What's up, sis? What's up, CF? What's up, Angelo? How y'all doing? Y'all got any questions about book publishing? What's up, Melissa? Book publishing, starting with writing a book. But I just shared, if you're just coming in, you're going to have to watch the replay of the tip I gave of why a book is better than a brochure or business card. You're going to watch the replay. But if there's any questions, like I said, I'm going to stay for about 5 minutes and then I have to get back to work. But thank you guys for tuning in. And even if you're watching the replay, I really appreciate it. But I plan to do these every Wednesday between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern time, just to provide some value. All right. What's up, Edward? How are you, sir? And for those of you who don't know me, I've been in book publishing for over 10 years. I've published everything from a 16-year-old girl who was born blind to retired NFL and NBA players. Okay, Dino has a question. He says, should a fashion look book have much content in it other than the specifics of the photos? A fashion lookbook, I guess if you're talking about, no, I wouldn't think so. If you're doing a book about fashion, I think that it shouldn't have a lot of content in it. I definitely would say, it should have some type of call to action on how they can work with you at the end, which that question leads me into another tip. So when you're writing a book or you're coming up with a book, you need to start with this question. You need to start with this idea or this thought, like, what do you want your book to do for you? So your book should do something for you. You shouldn't just want a book to have a book. So the reason I write books is to either get speaking engagements or to get people to publish their book with my publishing company. So those are the reasons why I write a book. So the book should have a call to action, but if it's a fashion lookbook, no, it shouldn't have a lot of content in it. No, it should have the pictures and the specifics about the look. So to answer your question. Okay, Edward said, can you speak to monetizing your book? Okay, Edward, what type of book is it so I can make it clear or answer your question to help you better? What type of book do you have as far as monetizing your book? Because there's many ways you can monetize your book. You can repurpose the book. You can turn the book into a workbook. You can turn the book. You can add different things to your book. Hold on, I lost my thought. I was looking at another comment. You can turn your book into an audiobook. May, actually, I'm waiting on the flyer to get done. May at Publishing Advantage Group is all about audiobooks. So if your book is not in audio form, you are leaving thousands of dollars on the table by not having an audiobook. And our May special is all about audiobooks. You'll be seeing the flyer coming soon. I should have it today, so I will release it later on today. You can turn your book, Edward, into a workshop. You can turn your book into a, an online course. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can monetize your book. Like I said, if you do it right, if you write the book correctly, you're going to know how to monetize your book before you actually write the book, because the book is going to be your business card and it's going to be what you give away to sell people what really makes you the money, which is your coaching, which is your training courses, which is your service. All right. He says his new book is Give Us This Day, a devotional for entrepreneurs. Okay. How can you monetize that? I mean, I would say give it away. If your niche is entrepreneurship and you want to coach entrepreneurs, I would say give your book away in hopes that you can get coaching clients, entrepreneurs to hire you for coaching. That's what I would say if that was your book, a devotional for entrepreneurship. But there's so many different things that you can do with a book to monetize it. Okay, the key is, I always say this in my workshops, is that, a book opens up the door for you to get publicity, and publicity gets you paid. So use the book to get coaching clients. Use the book to sell your online course. Use the book to sell your conference. Use the book to sell your masterclass. Use the book to sell your event. So I got 1 more minute. Any more questions? Let me make sure I didn't pass one. Let me make sure. Okay, yep, I answered all of those. Sanchez said he's turning his book into Braille. I think that's for the blind. I think that's a great idea. If you can afford to, I would turn my book into different languages. You could do that as well. But great idea, Sanchez, turn your book into Braille. So there's a lot of different ways to monetize book. 1 more minute. Any more questions? I don't want to leave anybody if they're typing right now, but literally 1 minute before I head out of here. But this has been Mr. Kelly Cole's Lunch and Learn about book publishing. Easy question. Great question, Donald. His question is, how can you change a podcast or turn a podcast into a book? All you would do is take, this is so cool. Listen to this. All you do is take 10 to 12 episodes, have those MP3s, upload them to a site called rev.com, rev.com, and have those audios transcribed. Meaning they will type them out, have them transcribed, and you can actually turn that into a book. Put that into a Word document. They would actually send you a Word document. You send that Word document to us, and we will do everything else for you. So basically, take your podcast episodes, upload them to a site called rev.com, rev.com. They will transcribe them for $1 per minute. And then you take that document and you contact us, and we'll do everything else for you. So if you have, 10 to 12 podcast episodes, each podcast episode is a chapter of your book, and bam, your book is done. Simple. Thank you for asking that question, Donald. But guys, I have to get off of here. I have to do some more work. I have to hit the road here in a little bit. But thank you guys for tuning in. See you next week.